sorry, I have been so busy with work. I haven't been able to upload many videos. However, I will be really soon and hopefully you guys will enjoy them. This video, I wanted to focus on a documentary that I'm trying to make by the end of this month, hopefully. And it's on the subject of girls who like to game. Yay! Now, I'm not talking specifically about girls who like to play on a console or on the Nintendo or on the Wii or any of those things. I'm talking specifically about girls who like to play on the PC or play PC games on their laptops. And I like to steer it into the direction of horror and shooter games. Or if you play any other games, different genres, that's perfectly fine. However, I specifically chose these ones because I think they're male-dominated games. And I'd like to get the opinion of girls who like to play these games, simply because if they do play online or if they do play these type of games, I like to know who they are and why they do it. Now I know there's different ideas of what girls are. I think back in the day probably used to be, girls, you're kind of geeky, have no social life, and now it's kind of glamorized and like, oh, girls who play games are really hot, I want to marry them or be my girlfriend, and I don't think that's the right way of going about it. So this documentary won't necessarily be about glamorizing the idea of girls who like to game, but at the same time it's not going to try to bash them as well. It's going to be very objective. However, at the same time, I'll be going through a process of documenting myself, going on this journey, trying to find girls all across the world. But specifically the ones in Europe and the ones perhaps in America or Canada or South America. Specifically because most speak English. And I guess the Western world and society isn't really open yet completely to the idea of girls playing games. Well, if you were to look, I suppose, to China, Japan, or Korea, it's more accepted. So I wanna go into the area that's kind of still changing, still growing, and also figure out how game developers and game designers could perhaps interact more with the female audience and how they could change the game and what they would change if they knew that there was a market open for it. And I also want to figure out why you play these games, how people see it. So if you go out with friends, do you say that you like to game? Do you call yourself a gamer girl, or do you just say, you don't mention it at all, and then at the last part of the conversation you say, oh yeah, that's a good game. So I'm basically going through a journey, and I'm trying to find girls specifically here in Europe and London, just because it's easier with the time zone and I've got a limited amount of time. However, I'm not finding a lot. So if you do live in America or Canada or any other place where you speak English, contact me, message me, share this video if you do know any girls, because it would be fantastic if I could speak with them. I'm open to having Skype conversations and then recording the conversation that we have with each other. It'd be great if I could meet you in person, so if you live in London, that would be even more fantastic. However, if you don't want to be put on webcam or on video, or I guess share yourself with the world, that's perfectly fine as well. I could get an actor to be you. I could get a voice actor to do your voice. However, obviously, I definitely surely want you to be speaking, just to prove to me that you that you are a girl and that you're not a guy, because I know there's a lot of guys that do that. But yeah, so this is my journey, my documentary that I'm trying to make, and if you're interested at all in taking part in this documentary, if you know any people, any girls out there who might be interested, any groups, please share this video with them. I would be eternally grateful to you. So please share this video. And if you'd like, do a video response as well. The questions that I'd probably be asking you is, how long have you been playing? What was your first game? How did you get into playing these types of games? Do you have family, friends, or perhaps a boyfriend that kind of got you into gaming in the first place, or a girlfriend? And what do you get out of it? Is there like a special kick out of it? I've heard of girls who get money, like £100 or $100, to play for 1 or 2 hours with a guy online, which I think is a little bit strange. What is your opinion on that? What do you think the future of gaming is? How do you think game developers and game designers could possibly change the game in order to better adapt to the female audiences? Do you think that perhaps the game industry, because there's so many men that work in it and perhaps aren't as open to girls working in the field, that they haven't kind of kept their mind open to what girls perhaps want? Do they just want really cute little characters that, I don't know, jump around and are really cute, that are pretty? Or do you think there are girls out there who enjoy perhaps shooter games or horror games, and perhaps the games or genres that most game designers associate with men? And if you have played online multiplayer games, have you encountered any other girls? What was your reaction? Do guys treat you differently when they found out that you're a girl? Do you even talk to other people online in, saying that you are a girl? And if you are, do you do it to be treated differently? These are all the kind of questions that I'm interested in. And if you have an opinion that I might have missed out, or do you have other questions that you think should be answered in this documentary, please put them in the comments below.